Good afternoon. I'd like to thank you for joining me today at our family ranch here in Porterville, California. Unfortunately, due to a prior commitment, I am unable to come and participate in all the presentations of the internal analysis. However, I did work diligently throughout the quarter on preparing my internal analysis, and I had discussed with Dr. Olson what to do. And we both thought that it would be a waste to let the effort go for naught, so he decided to allow me to produce this video in order to cover the topics that I've been working on for the last 10 weeks. The goal which I set forth in my internal analysis was to become a proficient golfer in 10 weeks. Now this might seem like a task to some, however, through proper planning and preparation, I felt that it was one that I could actually realize. The first week, I primarily focused on the logistical process involved with learning on how to learn to golf. So I sat down and broke down the various steps which I felt would be needed in order to become at least proficient marginally. So I developed a 10-week plan which outlined the various steps. The second week of my internal analysis, I sat down and conducted some internet research and found a set of videos which I felt would really help me further my endeavor. So my first primary focus was on stance and body position and how to utilize these for the different kinds of golf clubs. The first set of clubs that I initially started with was the wedges. The wedges are what you use when you're in the rough or in the sand in order to gain loft to get the ball to a more playable position. The second set of clubs which I worked on was the irons. Now irons are a set of clubs which come in different sizes. Now the different sizes equal the strength of the hit that these clubs can deliver. And so depending upon the amount of distance you need, you adjust the club size. The third set of clubs which I worked with were the drivers. Now these were the most challenging for me to get a hang of. I really had a difficult time with these and I got frustrated. However, through my just perseverance and kind of getting mad for a little bit and taking the second off, I was able to get some consistent hits. The final club which I worked with was the putter. And the putter is basically used once you've gotten to the green, which where the hole is, and the putter is used to gently move the ball towards the hole, or at least that's the concept. After trying some different things, I found that it was a little bit more challenging than I initially thought. However, I was able to get it down. So after working with the various clubs and the stances and body positions needed to utilize them, I focused then primarily on the different types of lies. When I say lie, I'm referring to the area in which the ball lands after you initially tee off. For example, there's a fairway lie, which is the best lie you can get. The fairway is the shortcut grass, which lies in the center between the tee and the hole, and is also the easiest lie. Secondly, I worked with the rough lie. The rough is the grass on the fringe of the fairway, which is longer, and the ball sits lower in the grass, making it harder to hit. The third lie which I worked with was the sand lie. The sand lie is either in a bunker or a sand trap, and is probably the most difficult of all the lies. After working with the various lies, learning the clubs, I thought it was finally time to get out there and actually play some golf. So I got a couple friends together and we went to some of the various clubs in the area and we played some games and we had a really good time. One of the advantages of this internal analysis is it enabled me to have an excuse to go out and have some leisure activities in a time when I otherwise would not have. So that was definitely a benefit. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for bearing with my internal analysis. I hope that you had as much fun as I did in preparing it. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. And that is the benefit of the internal analysis. Thank you. You guys have a great day.